I come from a troubled past, the mind of a double standard. I write with the other hand.
What's good? Good afternoon, people. We are back. I'm excited to be here. We've been in here just uplifting each other to death, or should I say to life, right? To life. Yeah, to life. Let's do it to life. So, before I get into it, man, I just want to welcome you guys back to another episode of the Men of Honor podcast. And before we start, I want to introduce some intelligent brothers that I'm pleased to be in the same room with today. And first of all, to my left is my boy Ken. Y'all know Ken from episode 1. He's been a rider from day one. That's my guy. To my right in front of me is my brother Casey. Casey, a smart, intelligent, woke young man, and I'm thankful for him to be here. And to my right, I just met this brother. I can't get Stefan from Jamaica, right? and man, we've been able to, even though we're meeting for the first time, we've been able to come to an agreement and come to one force, and that's the whole motive behind the move. From this standpoint, that's the motive behind what we're trying to do with Men of Honor, and I'm pleased to be a part of this, to be the mastermind of it, and to be able to empower and be a blessing to other young black brothers out there that's heading towards leadership, that's already in leadership. I think it is it's heartbreaking as it's been for our leaders, because most of our leaders have been killed. We still need leaders. We need leaders, and I would say, if you are in fact a follower, at least follow leaders. It's okay to be a follower, but at least let's follow leaders, because a lot of what's going on today is a lot of our young people being misled. So really, the topic for tonight is basically, since the death of George Floyd, we want to kind of tap into the effects that it had on the black community, both negatively and positively. You know what I'm saying? And we got a few things that we're going to touch on around that. So first of all, I would like to just catch up a little bit. You know what I mean? It's been a minute since I've been in the same room with Ken, you know what I mean, and Casey. I've been trying to get Casey on the show for a long time, and it's yeah. And it's a work in progress, but I'm determined. I feel like God is gonna do something powerful with these brothers too. So, I'm a team player. This is not about just me. It's a bigger cause. You know what I'm saying? I started the show by saying, before me there was none, after me there will be many. Hate, envy, and jealousy are amongst the few, but for all that we got remedy. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, I'm a warrior at heart. You know what I'm saying? And I want to inspire other warriors. You know what I'm saying? To understand, just because you humble doesn't make you weak. You know what I'm saying? Like, understand that. I think a lot of people tend to take humility for a form of weakness, you know what I'm saying? But you'd be sadly mistaken. And come to a freezing halt, and you realize if you push and you keep pushing us eventually we're going to raise up and stop you, you know what I mean? And I'm here to uplift. I'm here to love. I'm here to share the love. I'm not with the jealousy. I'm not with the envy. I'm not with none of that. If it doesn't involve uplifting these guys here, it's not me. You feel what I'm saying? So I want to just, dive in. We've been talking about a few things before the camera got rolling, and I kind of want us to pick up on that, Ken, if you don't mind. You know what I mean?
So before the camera started rolling, we were talking about the whole issue of the current state of black people, the dilemmas that we have faced, and the ins and outs and the intrinsic parts of where we are, where we were, and where we want to go, pretty much. To hit on to hit on Hash's topic of the positive and negative things that has happened in the black community due to George Floyd's unfortunate murder. Okay, because that is what happened. He was murdered.
Mm-hmm.
I would say that right now, Hash, to all the men in the panel, that the positive things that have transpired because of this is that I guess we have that mentality of we mad as hell and we not gonna take it anymore.
Yeah.
That has happened a few times throughout history in the black community. Okay.
Yeah.
And I think that right now we are in the information age. We have
Right.
smartphones, computers, and all the information is at the touch of our fingertips.
Uh-huh.
So when it comes to educating ourselves, this is an opportune time to do that, to find out what's really going on, who we really are, and where we want to go. Everything is at our fingertips as far as power is concerned.
Yeah.
Within ourselves, what we want to do. I think this is something good that's come out of it at such a terrible event like what happened to George Floyd.
Mm-hmm.
There's a rise of consciousness. Okay, there's a rise of consciousness within the people, and people are out there trying to raise their conscious level, educate themselves, and make a change. More importantly, I think that's something positive that's come out of this event. Negatively, we can already look at the news, and although I believe, and everybody here has seen that, all the looting and things that have happened in the protests, not necessarily the movement itself.
Yeah.
It's agitators that have come in and tried to hinder our progress and make us look bad.
Right.
And I think that's something that's something negative that's come out.
Yeah, it's considered negative. Honestly, on that note, first of all, I've been able to, because of my profession, talk to, several, different people who have different views that are black. I've heard a few people, they mention things like, people like, for instance, I don't know if y'all seen Trina. She jumped out there and thought, quoted us as animals and we should all get dealt with.
Trina
And Trina the rock star, yeah. You don't know Nair? You don't know who Trina is?
The Trick Daddy Trina.
Yeah, from Miami. Yeah, yes. Yes, but anyway, she jumped out there and started talking stupid, and boy, did they light her a fire online. She had to come back the next day and apologize. So the thing is, it's a few people, and I'm not going to lie. No, I'm not in support of destroying buildings and looting and things of that nature, but I understand it. I understand it, and honestly, it's got the attentions of the big heads to a degree where they're like, okay, we're starting to cause an uprising with this, and it's a disturbance. So, what I want people to understand that, if progress comes at the expense of lives taken, it's okay. I hate to say it, but it's okay. It's many of our ancestors that died so that we could do what we're doing right now. It's just the truth. So, hadn't somebody had the balls to stand up and fight, we wouldn't be here in this room, with the freedom of speech that we have, with the level of knowledge that we have, the level of understanding, the technology, this entire room is showing, is an example of black excellence as we speak. The dude behind the camera is a genius with the camera. These brothers you see here, they're intelligent, they're not fools. So honestly, I'm a warrior at heart, man. I think that's what it's gonna take in order for change to happen. It's gonna take warriors, it's gonna take people that are fed up, it's gonna take people that are angry, it's gonna take people that's gonna tear some stuff up to get some sort of progress. So, I don't want us to continue to, be foolish about this, because what I've noticed is the people who are saying, oh man, why we gotta be animals and stuff, they really the people that are not active. These people are doing nothing to cause impact. You know what I'm saying?
I really like what you're saying because, like, we having the Caribbean background.
Mm-hmm.
Me from Jamaica,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
We were enslaved, and we killed the redcoats. The nanny, like, led a whole rebellion to kill the redcoats
Mm-hmm.
that were from England,
Yeah.
who colonized Jamaica to be a British colony. So I like what you said because us as people now, the whole rioting and looting, it's cool, but it's still it's small.
Small.
Those businesses are insured.
Yeah.
Those businesses are insured, so
They can be replaced.
all that can be replaced.
Period. Yeah.
Lives cannot.
Cannot be replaced.
You know, so as a people, as a young society coming up, if you are not premeditated
With your
already
actions, yeah.
about I may have to die for this, you know, and
Yes,
I feel like that's
indeed.
the problem with a lot of our youths.
Yeah.
And even the older people, they don't have
Yeah.
that fight in them.
Yeah, they don't.
They feel like, oh, I got a house, I got a car, so
Yeah.
let me protect this. But your grandkids are gonna see way more worse treatment if we don't.
If we don't put,
set
yeah,
that,
yeah,
you know?
yeah, the value system is totally different. You know, and I ain't gonna lie, I sit up here, I get upset because I'm like, okay, so we're gonna get killed anyway, and you're just cool with just sitting there. I have a problem with that.
Absolutely.
I have a problem. Case Charming, dog. I mean, how you feel about that? To be honest.
So, I agree with all three of you, and it's not just because I'm trying to co-sign.
Yeah.
These are real world topics.
Right.
We understand very much so the concepts we are discussing.
Uh-huh.
There is a great many of us that will die
Mm-hmm.
at the hands of the oppressor,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
and it will take coordination, as we spoke about earlier. It will take intelligence. It will take knowledge. It will take power. We have to be warriors.
Right.
But we also have to, just like what he said earlier, with this, the uprising. Like it takes a great amount of effort to uplift yourselves above your oppressors,
Right.
to cast them out.
Right.
Like that's crazy because
Yeah.
there was a group of people so long ago. They did not have the technology that we have.
No.
They did not have this connection between
No.
the others. Like,
Yeah.
They did that on their own.
Yeah.
We have to, as you said, we have to be able to live by that. We
Yep.
also have to die by that.
They had fight in them. That's just
They
like what
did.
Steph said. They had fight, and that's the thing. Before we could wait around on technology, we gotta really be ready to get our hands dirty. It's just what it is. You're gonna get nothing done sitting around, you know, keeping your toes polished and your nails polished. It's just not gonna work. So, and I ain't gonna lie, I you know, as much as I like on the inside, I'm a peacemaker. I'm not gonna lie, but on the inside, I'm ready for controversy like Mark. I hate to say it, bro. I'm really one of them guys that's calm as heck, but on the cool, I'm ready for all that. I'm with all that.
we've been conditioned for that.
Yeah.
There are a great many of us that are just like that.
Yeah.
You know, we have a mask.
Yeah,
We put
yeah.
this on every day.
Yeah.
You know, we live our lives secretly. Like you
Yep.
know, we're not really ourselves. We have to be tough.
Yeah.
That was instilled in us
Yeah.
at a very young age.
Yeah.
It is very almost unheard of for black men to be soft, to show
Yeah.
weakness.
Yeah, to show weakness,
We don't
yeah.
like that.
And
We know that we have to be hard. We know we have to be warriors.
Yeah, we know we got. It's an exterior that we was brainwashed that we just need to have. Now I'm not gonna lie. Why I say brainwashed is because I'm one of those people that believe it's okay for you to cry. It's okay for you to show weakness. It doesn't mean that you're weak.
There's a difference between being, and this always goes back for me, Hash,
Hmm.
to the only way we're able to reach liberation, the only way we are able to be able to see progress is to empower manhood in the black community.
True.
Now, this, what you're speaking of, Hash, it has to be prioritized. Okay, the black man, constructing manhood, you know, really digging deep into our youth and rebuilding our males to become men when they grow up, and still not even giving up on the adult males that you wouldn't even consider a man, but to continue where you left off about crying and showing emotion. There's a difference between I as a man feeling hurt and taking the time to grieve, okay, as opposed to being emotional, letting my emotions rule over my actions,
right.
because that's not masculine.
Right. There needs to be a balance, true indeed, but I feel that it still needs to be seen.
It needs to be seen, to be understood that it's okay.
It's
to
okay.
Feel
That's
as a
just
man.
for that purpose.
But there's a difference between how a man feels emotion and displays it, and how a woman displays that
clearly.
emotion.
Right.
And I feel like one is very volatile and the other one is poised and controlled, even if you do feel. But I'm saying this to say that for there to be change, there needs to be men in order to continue that change.
Understood.
You need to be a warrior and a king, like we spoke earlier
Understood.
today. You need to have the bronze to defend yourself and to be in battle, because all the great commanders and leaders of the time, they were up front with their soldiers, okay?
Yeah.
They weren't just giving orders from the back. Like Napoleon was in the front with his soldiers, and he was respected greatly by his men. But you also need to have the mind of the king. You need to have the mind of a leader, the mind of an intellectual. That's the only way you can defeat the system, okay? With black genius, not just through bronze and muscle. Because the system, I feel, in my opinion, has prepared to face that in black folk, okay? Because you kill one of us, we rise up, and we make some noise and we destroy some shit. They're ready for that. They absolutely ready for that. But when you do that and you back it up with some intellect and some black genius, and you understand the system, and you understand the way you truly can take them down, okay? Not just with force, but with your mind. It's a whole different ball game. That's true power and financial freedom. That is true power, okay? By knowing how to manage the money, how to pool in the money and into the black community. That is true power. And I feel like when you look at white men, okay, when you look at white men, do you see them threatening to go out and kill everybody when they've been wrong? No. They go through the system because they understand the system. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They really understand what true power is. Okay? Now you've seen them, they come out, when the whole COVID thing, and they couldn't go out and get their little haircuts and stuff. They came out with all their little AR-15s, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The police didn't mess with them. Why? Because they had guns. They meant business. Back to the soldier mentality.
Yeah.
We have peaceful protests. Our people don't have guns. They're not going out there trying to intimidate police.
Right.
What do the police do? They're beating the protesters. They're abusing them. They're locking them up. They pepper spraying them and all that.
Yeah.
Honestly.
But to finish up, Ash, it just takes black genius and a combination of bronze to really solidify a real change. But main point, manhood.
I understand. And I ain't gonna lie, I totally agree. I think the reason why I even brought that up is because it's frowned upon. I'm not saying that we should walk around here like an emotional bubble, right? But I think once in a while, it's okay for us as men to let our guard down. You know what I'm saying? Once in a while, because honestly, if you just bottle all of that continuously, you would just develop. You gonna explode, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that we're trying to tap into our emotion. What I'm saying is that because of this, the pressure that's been put upon us to stand up continuously. I'm telling you, and I listen to TD Jakes talk about this a few times, and it's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? If you know what it is to be a black man, you would understand the depth of the need for us to let our guard down sometime. And I'm not saying outside we gotta be woke. Inside we damn near gotta be woke. But it's a lot to carry. And I'm trying to, speak to a few of us that might need comforting. You know what I'm saying? It's a few of us that really we don't want to fight. We don't. Like, it's a few people that don't want to fight right now. Believe it or not, in a time. Go ahead and say something.
And you know what? A lot of us don't want to fight until we see someone that look like us.
Yes.
That's the only. I don't understand how we see each other as a problem. The cops pull me over, pull you over. You look like me. You get the same.
The same
No matter
treatment.
how
It
light-skinned
doesn't
you
matter.
think you are,
It doesn't
not
matter.
It don't matter.
It doesn't matter,
That's why I
bro.
like the song that Jay-Z made. It's called "The Story of OJ."
Oh yeah, I love that song. Yeah, that was our song for.
It was.
Steph, hold up. What we was about to go with? Tell the people what the name of our the original name to this podcast was about to be.
Oh man, it was gonna be even more controversial than the Men of Honor.
Speak. Let them know where we was going. It's nothing but black excellence in this room. I'm not scared at all.
This is what we talking about.
Yeah.
This is as a unit. Y'all need to understand one thing. When we speak, it's coming out of our hearts.
Coming from the heart, bro.
It's coming out of love for our own
Coming
people.
from the heart.
It's coming out of the betterment. We want to see everybody that looks like us out there
Yeah.
do well,
Yeah.
be powerful.
And live long.
Because we know,
Yeah, I need them to live long.
they know, okay,
Yeah.
the people in power, the system, the white folks, the age, all of them know what we capable of. And that's why they have to try to keep us down. That's why they have to try so hard, because we're so powerful,
Yeah.
okay? And this is the energy that we're trying to channel through the Men of Honor podcast.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, Steph.
I like that you say about how they're trying to keep us down, but now we're keeping ourselves down
Yes, we
because now they give us what? Cars, big checks, big chains. These fake rappers that are so-called OGs that ain't teaching a generation nothing.
Nothing. Right. True.
And so, the younger generation now is like, man, you know what? The almighty now is that dollar.
Yeah.
It's
That's
not
your guy.
ain't no principle, no morals anymore about protecting the black woman,
Yeah.
your black brother.
They've lost values.
Oh my
They've
God.
lost the
It's-
values. Yeah.
It's terrible.
But that's
Yep.
come with the destruction of manhood.
Absolutely.
Okay.
That's the
Which
that's
is-
the disenfranchisement
Yep.
that we were talking about earlier.
Right.
I mean, it was very, I don't want to say easy, but they have had to work to keep us down. Like,
Yeah,
there
that's
were
a job.
There is policy,
Yeah.
there is law,
Yeah.
there is force,
Mhm.
there is death.
Yep.
It keeps us down. It continuously keeps us down
Yeah.
up until the next hashtag.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's when we're all suddenly mobilized. Like if, as we spoke about this earlier, we can keep this pushing. We can keep
There's
going.
mobilization, but
Yeah.
there's no organization.
Organization.
Yeah, but you know what? It's so strategic that, man, I don't even want to talk about it because a lot of our skin folks is not really with us.
They're not right. Right.
So,
I like how you said that. Our skin folk.
Yeah.
skin folks.
Yeah. In other words, we gotta be in plain sight.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say it. Now, before we go there, I want to say something, man. So y'all know Ken wasn't really. He wanted to be modest and stuff. But before we came up, and I thank God for this gift or this tool, if you will. Man of Honor is a tool, and it's an open tool that I feel like it's welcoming if you as a black man believe in this, and because this is global. There's no one specific person that this pinpoint. Men of Honor is a nation of brothers who already have honor deep inside of them, and it's just going to take a move to bring it out. So before we started with Men of Honor, and we were serious about this like a heart attack. I'm talking about I had went and got the domain. I was about to get the website, and it was, to follow up for what you was just saying, that OJ song, Feel Niggas, that's what we was about to, that was about to be our original.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Our entire move.
I feel that.
What was about to be Feel Niggas. I had a killer intro and everything, but for legal purposes, I would have had to have, the okay from, the producers who produced that song, which was Jay-Z, and that was going to be a major, process. But God knows we feel niggas for real. I'm not
It's funny
lying.
because you know what? Even though you say he's the producer and all that, it's not really, I wouldn't say it's his thing because it was field niggas back in slavery.
Right.
There was no Jay-Z. So
Right.
Claim field niggas.
No, right. I know what you're
You know
saying,
what I'm saying?
but it's. I felt like I connected with the term so heavy. Ken know how we was feeling when we was. It wasn't no joke. It was like, man, this is it, bro. Because honestly, it's gonna take. And I'm not gonna lie. I've listened to the people that critique the term, and I'm an older guy at this point. You know what I'm saying? Blessed to be here still at this age. A lot of my people didn't make it half this age, right? But bless their heart, we're gonna strengthen them every chance we get. We're gonna try to make a change and make a change to that. But I just want you guys to know that it is okay if your life was supposed to be cut short at 16, at 30, at 40. And the reason why is because you was put here for a specific purpose. Like, forget about let's not get confused, because the things that we value, we've been brainwashed to value, right? But in all honesty, God said before you was in your mother's womb, he knew you, which means there was a plan before you even was thought of that was in completion. It wasn't like it was halfway thought through. It was completely thought out. So there's no mistake. Trayvon Martin didn't know the impact that he would have when he died. He's a part of history. You know what I'm saying? George Floyd didn't know the impact that he would have. This man is from the hood in 3rd Ward in Houston. They got people in UK kicking over statues right now because of this dude. Yeah, it's not a game. So, it's okay, man. I feel like if I'm to die today, I promise you my goal will be to die with honor. That's it. You can't really be scared that you're gonna get nothing done. You're not gonna have the impact if you're scared. You know what I'm saying? Or sitting at home playing it safe. I don't believe in that stuff, bro.
To continue what Stephon said, people today have too much, or feel like they have too much to lose.
Yeah.
Because consumerism,
the value system,
and capitalism has given the illusion to people that they have so much to lose. Their cars, their houses, they got car payments to make, house payments to make. They got clothes and people to feed, and that's all understandable. But if you look again, like we talked about earlier behind the camera, no advancement in the black diaspora has been made without the shedding of blood.
No, it hasn't. It hasn't.
No point in history.
It had to be about sacrifice.
Somebody had to sacrifice something. Like
Somebody.
I told him, I said, Martin Luther King, he spoke about nonviolence up for a very long time, but he had to die for there to be some advancement in the cause.
Absolutely.
Okay, and before he died, he was gonna drop that nonviolence rhetoric.
Yeah.
And move on to the philosophy.
The savage was about to come out, huh?
He was about to come out, and unfortunately, he was murdered. He was murdered because they knew how powerful that was going to be. And him coming out and saying, you know what, let's throw that out the window.
Yeah.
Let's soldier up over here.
Absolutely.
Let's change up. What we so it was basically going to be the Black Panthers a little earlier.
Yeah.
But that was obviously halted. But yes, there is no advancement in our movement without the shedding of blood.
Right.
If I could actually speak on that point. As we said earlier, like, we know that there is a system of oppression, and they are trying their absolute hardest to keep us
really hard
down. They want us disorganized. They want us just everywhere, spread out, not organized. But whenever we had a leader like Martin Luther King, and he really began to touch on, like, just tap into that black power, like, that exists within us all. They had to kill him. They had to murder him. But a lot of people don't even know that he did not die from that gunshot. They got him in the hospital bed, and they suffocated him.
Yes, they did.
They suffocated one of our own because of the impact that he had. Like, that says something. This was prosecuted in court.
Yeah.
And his family won. Like, they prosecuted the U.S. government. Like, this is serious shit. Sorry, Curtis.
No, you good. You good. Yeah, you good.
excuse my French.
Good.
But it was like whenever I really just sit and think about that. Like he was on to something. Like he was mobilizing. He was a catalyst. Like in life.
Yeah.
Like that's where it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like we understand that. Just as we said, Trayvon Martin had this profound impact.
Yeah.
George Floyd, Emmett Till. There are so many others, like countless others. These hashtags.
Mm-hmm.
They all had this impact through death. But what if we could channel that
Organize
in
it.
life? We could organize. If we could really put our minds together, we could be that resource. We spoke earlier about not having those resources.
Mm-hmm.
What if we are the resource? Maybe that's why they're fighting so hard to keep us disenfranchised, disorganized.
Every
Right, of
black
course.
man-
Of course.
If black manhood was prioritized here in America and around the world, and it was really worked on and nurtured, and black manhood was again looked at as something high in the black community, maybe not every, but I feel like the average black man, let me rephrase, excuse me, not every, I apologize about that. Every black man has the potential to be a Martin Luther King
Yep.
and a Malcolm X.
Yep. That's what we was just talking about. We was just
Every
talking about
black
that.
man.
Yeah. See, because the thing is, a lot of times we say, some people have said that we need a leader, and honestly, I know, deep in my heart, I kind of agree. But when you look back, they literally killed all our leaders. All our leaders got killed. So it's almost like you don't want to. And me, I don't want to put another black brother, even though I know his gift, but I want to kind of safeguard him now. I don't want to put him on the pedestal so that he could be a target, if that makes any sense.
Look at the mythological creature of the Hydra, right? The Hydra, I think it was a 3-beast animal, right?
Mhm.
It had the body of like a dragon or something, and like had 3 heads of a
Mhm.
snake. You cut one off, 2 more grew out, and etc. And the more you cut off, the more heads grew out.
Yeah.
right?
I would another analogy.
Analogy, yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So like off the Matrix, like when Mr. Smith he multiplied himself.
Mm.
What if we can pass that to every black man?
This is where black manhood and education comes in.
Yes.
If you,
Absolutely.
if you have more than one leader, how can they're gonna have to take all of us down?
And they can't do that
They
because
can't do that.
that
That wouldn't
messes
work.
with their money.
Absolutely.
Yeah, mess with the money.
Absolutely.
Also, keep in mind, people, we might not have resources, but we damn sure got spending power.
Ooh, yes. The black dollar is powerful.
It's powerful.
We are just
You know what I'm saying?
disenfranchised.
Yeah.
We're not organized.
Yeah, the minute we start putting our funds into black assets, some things is going to change, I assure you. You know what I mean? So, less on a $3,000 Gucci slippers, more on a, 10 racks down on some real estate kind of thing. You
Yeah.
feel what I'm saying?
Land.
Like, yeah, it's just what it is. Let's make
man.
sense of it, bro. You know what I'm
Man,
saying? We throw a lot of money away, and then, the gram, boys is doing it for the gram, which is it's cliche, and honestly, it's okay. You still, I feel like I won't count you out just yet. I want to be an example to say, okay, you could be an entrepreneur, you could be, in leadership, and without drawing unnecessary attention to yourself. Because at the end of the day, it's really about the moves that you're capable of making. If we don't got no power, we can't have no impact. It's just period. You can't do nothing with $1,000 pair of jeans. You can't do nothing with it.
That's the true power. Not owning a gun, you could say is power, but that's just an illusion of power. Like you said,
It is.
the true power is taking that $800 that you're gonna spend on that Gucci, Versace, Louis Vuitton belt and buying some stocks.
Put it on some stocks.
Put it on some stocks.
Put it on some
Buy
stocks.
some property.
Yeah.
Learn how to be economically intelligent,
Yeah.
and you will get powerful.
Yeah.
And you can help our other brothers and sisters out
Yeah.
there that are financially
Right.
illiterate.
Right.
That's something that the average white male in America is literal about. Financial freedom.
Right.
Black folks aren't in that position.
Now, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to speak on this matter because I've had to break that down to a few clients. And to me, I'm at a point where I understand black people full surface. So it's okay that some of us are savages. It's okay that some of us is out there turning up. It is okay because actually we are the oppressed. You know what I'm saying? I always say I believe in this staunchly. If you beat a dog for years, you constantly abuse this dog. You know, on a daily basis, you are pummeling this dog and pulverizing this dog. It's gonna come a day when he gonna snap.
Yeah.
And that snap could be fatal to you, I promise you, because what happens is it's a point where he gets fed up. You know, you pushing him and you hitting him for no reason. You know what I'm saying? So it's a general analogy, but it also it's something that has proven to work. Now, if you was to reverse that and you was to love on that dog, I guarantee you, nobody could come close to you and try to do nothing to you.
You're right.
He's gonna be the first one to snap, and it's gonna be the other way around because he gonna come to your defense. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, I even though they point fingers at us, man, I applaud us for the progress that we've made. You know, to this day, with the injustice and the heinous murders, we are not a people that wake up and decide we want to target people and kill them because of the color of their skin. It just is not in our it's not in our nature, bro. You feel what I'm saying?
That's foul.
How you feel, Steph?
Man, it's crazy because you know what? I got a lot of white friends, you know, and I wrote a poem actually because you know I'm a writer.
Yeah.
I wrote a poem about character over color, you know. But then again, I've also seen this. I've seen this interview with Muhammad Ali. He was like, if you got some rattlesnakes protecting you, and you know these rattlesnakes are not trying to harm you, but you got a million rattlesnakes, not a million rattlesnakes that are charging you, are you still going to protect? Are you still going to be mindful that these rattlesnakes are going to protect you, and those are rattlesnakes that are coming in? Who do you know that's going to hurt you when they all look the same?
Right.
So, but even though I just said that, I feel like we need to really educate people. That's really what it is. You know what I'm saying? Hate is real, but I feel like even in the Hispanic community, they're not educated. They are educated to hate us, to hate black people because of some experiences they had before, or their parents, their grandparents. Yes, once upon a time, this black dude did this or this. I'm not like that. I'm gonna judge you based off how I feel from you and what you.
Or the vibe you gave. Yeah, right.
I want to say something about that, Harris, real quick, about why you see a lot of hate when you look at your brother, when you see him do well, or why it's easier to kill your brother than it is a white boy, because you don't see these black men killing white people.
No,
you see them killing their own.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
And I feel like deep down, it's because they really dislike themselves. Okay?
Right.
So it's easier to kill
Right.
that person that looks like you because they're a representation of yourself. So you really subconsciously trying to kill yourself.
True.
Okay.
True. Yeah, because we
hit a lot of people.
Yeah, because honestly, man, I don't know what it is, but I connect with uplifting us so much. It's ridiculous. Like I can't sit here and fight with you because we walk the same walk. We got the same struggle. You know, you get pulled over. As mad as I might be, whatever difference we might have. If I was to see him get done like George Floyd, it'd be a problem. Like I can't.
Yeah.
I gotta do something. You know what I'm saying? He coming from the same place. Yeah. There's no way I could sit there and just contribute by being silent or holding his phone. I won't even think to hold my phone if I see somebody. I don't understand that, bro.
I don't get that.
I don't understand that, bro. The police foot is on my brother's neck, and I'm here like this with it, trying to, zoom in and activate my portrait and trying to make sure my lenses. How do I cannot do this.
And I don't understand that.
I can't do it.
Hey, man, like, coming from Jamaica, I'm telling you, it's not the same. Like, no police is going to do that.
Police ain't safe.
Somebody's going to.
No.
Somebody's going to see that. A woman, a child.
Yeah.
Anybody.
Same thing in Trinidad. If this was to go on in Trini, the police will have a problem. A serious problem.
I rewatched the Floyd video and I saw some comments on the site that I saw it on, and the people that were having a discussion about that, and they were talking, alluding about, okay, so why did they just sit there and record when they could have done something about it and probably saved George Floyd's life? Okay.
You know why? I'm gonna answer that when you finish.
Okay. And basically they said, well, the discussion was, to summarize it well, if somebody had maybe shoved the police officer, they probably would have shot him and then finished the job with George Floyd. So it was no guarantee that they was going to save his life. So they were just afraid, and they felt like the situation was helpless. Even if they actually did something, it would have cost them their life at the end of the day, with no guarantee that George Floyd's life was going to be saved.
You know what I want to ask really quick?
Yeah.
And this is something that I feel like, as a black man and black woman, we have to ask ourselves. When are we going to feel, or when are we going to be ready to die? When are we going to have a ready to die mentality? When, in fact, what has been given to us is leaving us no choice. What is it going to take for you to be ready to die? Because honestly, you got to be ready to die, because if we just sit back and play it safe, we just going to watch numerous black people get killed.
Greats.
Yeah, and we're going to lose a lot of good leaders because no one is ready to die. I hate to say it, we all, and I understand because I project life over death any day, but the type of society that we live in, the world that we live in, we do not have those luxuries.
We don't have life.
We don't have those luxuries. You have to be ready to die today. I get out this session and I go to my car and I get pulled over. I'm one traffic stop away from a bad night right now. I'm not exempt. I look just like George Floyd. I'm dressed. My dress code is not too much different. My hair is not too much different. My background is definitely gonna screw me. You feel me? So when are we gonna have the mentality of I'm ready to die before we start to inflict some change? Because if we don't, we are of no effect to what's going on right now. We're not able to impact nothing. And it's sad, but it's the way it is. You know what I'm saying? We can't whine over spilled milk and say, oh man, well, we wish we... No, these people are killing us. If you reach for your wallet, you might get shot. If you reach for your cell phone, you might get shot. That should be a wake-up call, and that should be a problem. It should be a problem. You should know. Like, I don't know. I watched George Floyd, and that's the longest 8 minutes and 46 seconds I've ever seen in my life. And I'm pissed the whole time I'm watching this video. Something in me just can't let you step on him and just be recording. Like, I just don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that. And maybe it's the fight in me. I just don't know. And I thank God my whole life, I've never witnessed police brutality. I've never witnessed no type of injustice taking place in front of me towards a black person. And honestly, I'm thankful that I didn't, because I'm one of those dudes that I don't know. I can't sit comfortable with that. There is no way I could see a George Zimmerman beating up Trayvon Martin and don't drop him on the spot. Like, I don't understand that. I'm running up on you with a pistol. That's the type of dude I am. Call me crazy. You draw a pistol down, you're going to have to use it, because we going to have to go there. Yeah. I'm going to get shot tussling with you, but you're not finna just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just a mentality that we have to have. You can't be comfortable. You can't sit and be like, well, I got a fan. No, it's like, bro, I'm about to die for this right now. It's like respect. Webby, shouts to Webby. You know Webby is a savage. Yeah, like nigga, Webby is a savage. He ain't rap too tight, but look, he said something one time. He said, if you ain't If you ain't ready to die behind your respect, man, you don't even deserve the luxury of having pants on. Like, basically, that's what he was saying. Like, you gotta, I hate this, it's a savage mentality that we have to have. I'm not saying that we can't be, it's no rule that says you can't be educated and savage at the same time.
Absolutely. I would actually like to touch on it.
Yeah, go ahead, speak.
So we can look to history.
Yeah.
To really get an idea of how that idea can
Yeah.
play out.
Uh-huh.
We all know, enjoy, and like the movie 300.
Yeah, love
What
it.
do we really know about the Spartans now? Where are they now?
Yeah.
There was a society, just warriors. Like, we know they were some badass motherfuckers.
They was ready to die.
All day, every day. However, that actually led to their demise.
Yeah. But also, I think they didn't have no choice though, Case.
Okay.
If you one thing they share in common with the slaves, even with us, you know, we talk about Spartacus, these were the oppressed.
Mm-hmm.
We still under the same umbrella.
Yeah.
Which means that we don't have no choice. We don't have no choice today. You feel me?
Yeah.
Philandro Castile got shot in front of his girlfriend and his daughter. And he was complying with every rule that a black man was supposed to comply with at a traffic stop.
Mm-hmm.
They shot that boy right there in front of his kid. That was one of the tragedies that devastated me, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I wrote a song about it. I connected because my thing is, here's a brother who is clean. He let you know, okay, boom. Officer, I just want you to know. Which I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Don't ever let the police know you got a strap in your car. If you black, I don't give a crap if you licensed. Do not tell the police you got protection in your car, bro. Please don't do it. Yeah. And can we agree, guys, or am I talking?
Enemy.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, I got a sword.
But Case, go ahead. I didn't mean cut
No,
you off.
you're
Say
good,
what you
you're
were
good.
saying, dog.
So I also want to touch on that too, because that was also a good topic. But so going back to like the Spartans, we know that the Spartans and the Athenians had beef.
Yeah.
But there's a reason why the Athenian concept exists to this day. Like they're concepts that they instilled amongst themselves.
Right.
They had knowledge.
Right.
They were fighters. They were very fierce.
Mm-hmm.
They had fighters, but they also had knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
They had direction. They instilled upon their young, upon their old, upon everybody.
Yeah.
Like they weren't necessarily trying to conquer. They wanted to survive.
I guess the reason.
That's crazy.
Yeah, nah, you know what it is? I love it all because honestly, I love the peacemakers, but I love the warriors too, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I bleed behind
No,
that.
absolutely.
You feel me?
Like
Yeah.
having the warriors
really
is
do.
essential. But
Yeah.
we also have to make sure that we're able to channel that.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
have to
True.
be enlightened, but we also have to be educated. We have to be knowledgeable. We can't just make those rash decisions. We cannot just act out of anger.
Right,
Like
right.
it's very easy. Like,
Right,
we're all
right.
black men.
Right,
We're
no,
all
I got you.
knowledgeable. And
Yeah.
To be a knowledgeable black man in America, you are angry.
Yeah.
And it's very easy to just have any catalyst
Right.
ignite that in us. But
Right.
that's also one of those good things
Yeah.
that I believe did come from this, unfortunately, this George Floyd murder.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That ignited a lot of us.
Well,
Yeah.
we're
There are
one of the
so
most
many of us.
oppressed.
Yeah.
We're one of the most oppressed people in the world. It doesn't take a lot to make us angry. because
No.
there's
Yeah.
already a lot
It's
of
already a
frustration
build
there.
up. True.
But Casey, to jump off and continue what you said, to really channel that energy intelligently and pinpoint it in the right direction.
Yes.
Okay. And aim it in the right direction and use it wisely is powerful, but that can only be done. And I'm gonna keep stressing this throughout the whole show. Developing
Bronze.
man,
Yeah.
man.
Bronze, yeah.
It's not just the bronze; it's the black genius that goes along with it, and that is developed through the black man. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm always
absolutely.
gonna stress
I mean,
that.
we all made it to where we are because of how we were able to encounter
Mhm.
and be above the scenarios that we unfortunately found ourselves in.
Yeah.
Like it's we don't choose this. We don't choose to be
No,
black.
no,
every
this
morning.
what- yeah,
It just
no.
happened. Like
No, yeah.
and because of that, like that's where that essence of privilege comes from. Whenever we say white privilege, it is not an attack on white people. That was never the case.
Right.
We never said like, oh hey, y'all are doing this on purpose. That's not what we're saying.
Yeah.
We just acknowledge the system that is there.
Right.
We are the oppressed. We understand this, which is why we're so angry.
Right.
We're
Right.
also getting tired. We
Right.
are tired. Like this
Right.
is why we are able to have an establishment such as Men of Honor.
Yeah.
Like it's not
Yeah.
just us.
No.
There are many others.
No.
Like that's why again, it's to go back on our original topic, like the good and the bad that came from George Floyd's murder. Like we are ignited, but we
Yeah.
can be united as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you said earlier, you don't necessarily want a leader. I can get behind that because a leader can be taken out.
Yeah.
But it is very difficult to remove a direction. If we're all moving in one spot,
Yeah.
we're all coordinated.
Great point.
It would
Great
take
point.
us to stop ourselves.
Great point.
And
Yeah.
why would we do that?
Great
I mean,
point.
We're smart. We're intelligent.
Great point.
We have the brains. We have the brawn.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have resources, believe
Yeah.
it or not. Like
Yeah.
there are many people that are willing to get behind us.
Right.
But we have to make ourselves heard.
Right.
We
right.
have to be strong in the face of adversity. I mean,
Yeah.
we do that every day.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
say every day that we wake up in this black skin, like I'm thankful for it.
Yeah.
This has made me strong.
Yeah.
Like I'm sorry. Like I work in corporate America.
Right.
Like these microaggressions that I receive day in, day out, they add up. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not like I'm not about to go postal and go to
Yeah,
my
yeah,
job and
yeah,
kill
right,
people.
right.
But it chips at me.
Right. Right.
And that slowly that this sword that will be unsheathed, it's gonna cut some
Right.
It's gonna cut some people down.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that is, I believe that is truly awakening in
Yeah.
a lot of black people. Because
Yeah.
there's, on all social media,
Right.
all social media, we have had the center stage for quite some time. Like longer than before.
Right.
I think that speaks on something.
Right,
We
it does.
are getting angry.
Right.
We are angry.
Right,
We're
right.
getting tired because we are tired.
And
This has
honestly,
been happening.
without this doesn't require a manuscript and a draw out. You keep pushing people, you're gonna get a rebellion. Period. We don't have to go to school and be taught that. You keep pushing somebody enough, eventually he gonna stop you. You know what I'm saying? And like you were saying, we don't choose to be black, but I promise it's the best thing that happened to me my whole life.
I wouldn't change it.
I wouldn't change a thing. There's nothing about me that question how I came out this world. I love every ounce of me. You feel what I'm
With
saying?
all the stereotypes,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
dangers,
yeah.
the police and people
Yeah, all
that
that,
sign up to you,
all that.
Still the best experience.
Oh,
of all
best
time.
experience.
Oh, yeah.
Because one thing we got inside, bro, we got strength. I'm talking about God-given strength
Absolutely.
that you can't do nothing with. You feel what I'm saying? And Pastor T.D. Jakes said some in one of his message. He said, you can kill the person, but you can't kill the mission. It's a difference. So, in other words, we all in here, we got a purpose that we was placed on earth for, and best believe, and I have to say this, if you were to embrace the journey that God set out for you, you would have accomplished every bit of your mission on earth while you're here. If you was to just fall under, the divine, order that God had already placed. Because he want what's best for us, without preaching or anything like that. We was created in his image and his likeness. It's a purpose that we hear. You might not identify with your purpose now, but I guarantee you, your journey is going to lead to it. So I love this skin. I love the people that wear the skin. You feel me? I love the people I got love for people that don't wear the skin. But I connect with people that do. Why? Because we are the oppressed. It's a difference. It's a difference. I feel a pain when I see you hit somebody that's black, or you hit a woman that's black. I feel that. I'm looking at you crazy because we got the same pain. We suffer the same struggles. That means something. You know what I'm saying? If I was just telling my boy Ken earlier, if you've been through nothing, I can't identify with you. I can't because you've been through nothing. You feel you can't relate. We not on the same page. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. If you could watch George Floyd or Nip or Breonna Taylor, rest in peace. How pissed about Breonna to this day. and not be bothered. Like, we not from the same cloth. We different. And that's okay, but just know your side. You know what I'm saying? Like, know what side you're supposed to be on. You know what I mean? Another thing, man, I wanted to tap into, and I'm glad, I got the brothers in here. Ken is from a Hispanic background. Biracial, right? What's your background, Ken?
Colombian. Afro-Latin.
Right.
Yeah, Afro-Latin.
This is one of the blackest Afro-Latin dudes I've ever met in my life.
I didn't even suspect it.
Yeah. I'm talking about, you speak Spanish too, right? Fluent Spanish, bro. And he looked like a Marvin Gaye or something. You feel me? Like a Marcus Garvey or something. You know what I'm saying? And this is my thing. The reason why I wanted to touch on that, because there are some people that are of Hispanic descent that are suffering from identity crisis right now. I hate to say it. And what I mean by that, they're, they see what's going on, but they want to oppose and object, for the sake of clout. I guess, that's the only way I could put it.
And it's funny you say that because, but you know what? Everybody want to be black.
Everybody want to be black.
Everybody want to have the culture.
Like
yeah.
Yeah.
They love our culture.
Yeah. We are the most influential on planet Earth.
Most influential.
Yeah.
The most influential.
And nothing that nobody can do about
Yeah,
it.
nothing,
It's crazy. Even though that you have melanin, people hate to defranchise. They always defranchise themselves. It's like, no, I'm not black. But you have melanin. Once you have melanin, you're black.
Yeah.
That's
you're
what.
black.
So, and even though I'm not a big fan of the whole movement of Black Lives Matter.
Right.
When people say Black Lives Matter, it means the same thing as Hispanic Lives Matter, Indian Lives Matter.
Yeah.
As long as you're dark.
You're dark. Yeah.
Dark or any type of minority.
You're in one class.
Live in the East.
Mm-hmm.
Black Lives Matter still goes out to you.
It's just, you're in one class.
I just don't understand the whole Black Lives Matter thing, but I get what they're trying to do.
Right.
But I'm not with all the rioting. And, but that's not accomplishing nothing. And all those businesses have insurance.
Right. And I ain't gonna lie, we're gonna have to talk about this at some point. You got no Ken already know where I'm at. Yeah, so do we want to ruffle them feathers right now?
That's gonna be a whole nother episode.
All right. So look, we ain't gonna touch them. We gonna prepare that for y'all, man. But next time. But we're gonna wrap this up. I wanna encourage you guys. I'm always in the book. I'm always reading. I love reading now. I'm not gonna lie. And I've been listening to the audio, but I'm at the age now where I can appreciate a good book. I can appreciate sitting down and reading. There's something serene about sitting down and acquiring some knowledge in a peaceful moment. You know what I mean? So it's powering. You know what I'm saying? And I'm big on that. I'm big on my brothers. You gotta educate yourself, man. I mean, it might sound lame. It's not the law of Islam, bro, but I promise you, man, that knowledge will take you a long way. So I want to share the books I've been reading lately. Well, I've already read them. I've completed them. And I would encourage you guys to go ahead on and look into it, especially as black men. And 2 books in particular, man. This is the only 2 books I want y'all to focus on this weekend. And I'm about to, start leaving a link in the bottom of the videos so that you guys could, tap in and locate the book directly, right? So, and this is just something that I feel in my heart that is necessary. It's necessary. I bought the book called The Constitution and the Declaration. Hold up. It's called, The Constitution and the Declaration of Independence. The Founding Fathers and Paul B. Skousen. And that was the first book. And the other book is called The Bill of Rights. It's called the Know Your Bill of Rights book. And that book is by Sean Patrick. 2 good books, man. And honestly, the reason why I'm gonna push these two books right now because it's good for us to know what laws was created, when they were created, and if you tap into these books, you'll see what I'm saying. One in particular thing that I took away from the book, and it came from the actually the Know Your Bill of Rights book. It talks about, you know, mankind. It uses the word mankind. You know, it's a part of the 27th Amendment, but basically, instead, we know that the book, these laws was not created for us. Let's just be honest, right? Yeah. But in my opinion, I feel like they messed up because they didn't say what color people. They used the word mankind, and you read these books, you'll see these words. So to me, they kind of messed up when they did that because they generalized the entire population. So what I'm saying is, there's certain rights that we are entitled to. A lot of times, even I was reading a new Jim Crow book, and it says that a lot of times we as black people, we cop to a plea deal because we don't know and sign our lives away to crimes that we shouldn't even be charged for, or to the extent that we're charged for, because we scared, we're intimidated. So we like, all right, let's see if you can sign. Please open these books, bro, because there's rights that, and I'm not saying, you know, oppose, you know, the opposer. I'm not saying oppose the oppressor. I'm saying educate yourself so that if you were to have to come into contact with these people, you have a knowledge of how to go about, you know, your interaction with them, or you know, you can actually alter the outcome of your experience with these people, be honest with you. It's just a part of manipulating the situation, you know what I mean? But if we don't know, we're going to continue to take L's, and we're not trying to take no more L's. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to know what's going on and know these laws. You know, when you touch down in the state, I preach this. Before you go try to find out where the clubs is at, find out what they say about the laws in this state.
I know that's right.
You feel what I'm saying, dog?
If you want to have some information from black people, just put it in the book.
And I don't like that statement. I'm going to just keep it funky with you. Yeah, I'm not with that. Yeah. All of us in here, we opens those books. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, we take offense to stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to have to just prove y'all wrong. You know what I'm saying? But it's love. It's love. It's love. It's not. This is not, you know, I'm taking sides here. We're dealing with a serious situation, and unfortunately, as well as fortunately, we are the oppressed. You know, we are the oppressed, so, you know, it's just a time for us to be woke and stand up. You know what I'm saying? You guys want to share anything before we close?
I just want to say thank you to Hash for the opportunity to reach out to all the millions and whoever watches this video, even if it's one. It's not about the numbers. It's just about the message, and I want to thank Hash for giving me and all the brothers coming here and allowing me to share the room with them, to exchange in this information.
Indeed.
And to pull in all our energies to be able to uplift ourselves as black men and our people, because we love each other. We're here for everyone out there, and Men of Honor is the moniker for all of that. And I just want to thank Hash for creating Men of Honor and giving us a platform to be able to uplift ourselves.
Voice. Definitely. No, appreciate y'all. I cannot do it without y'all. This is my one thing I want to make clear. I'm really just blessed to be able to share my gift with the world. And if I have a platform, as a must, that is used to uplift. That's all I'm about. I don't care about nothing else. I just want to see that this brother to my right and this brother to my left, this brother in front of me, this brother in front and behind that camera is uplifted whenever they're in my presence. That's my goal. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? So salute to all, you know, all the black people that are in those books, that are educated. You know, I want to shout out my brother Case for coming. It's just a beginning, because this brother got a mindful, trust me. And a mouthful. Trust me.
I'm ready to speak.
Yes. Always. So we're here to prove y'all wrong. What you're looking at is black excellence. You know what I'm saying? We ain't fools. You know, we know what's going on, and we represent the woke. But Before we leave, I just want to say much love to y'all. Thank y'all for tapping in. You know what I'm saying? Continue to stay woke. And until we meet again, keep your head up.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace. Stay dangerous.
All right.
Stay
Love
dangerous.
y'all. This is
Yeah.
all from this is all the love.
Yeah.
We want everybody to succeed. We want everybody to win.
Yes, sir.
A very wise man once said, a very wise black man, I have to notate that. He said, don't count the numbers, make the numbers count.
Yes, sir.
Like, there's 4 of us here now.
Could
But
impact.
if we could just add 1 more each time.
Yes.
If we could add 2 more each
Yes.
time. Like, we will grow. This is not just a movement. This is just, it's more than ourselves.
Yeah.
This is life.
Yeah. Yeah. And honestly, I don't need a whole bunch. Give me like 10 people today that understand what we're saying and gonna move on it. I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do with them 10. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Simple as that. But y'all, be easy, all right? Peace.
All right.